MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Colorado Rockies and the Miami Marlins. The Rockies attempt to break out the brooms in this three-game series right after this. Pablo Lopez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Now in the box, Raimel Tapia. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here's the first pitch to him. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
1-10.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This one's down to third. Scooped up. And that's out number 1.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
In now for Colorado, Daniel Murphy. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. 83 degrees here at first pitch. One and one to the Rockies' first baseman. Lopez is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind an account, he tends to nibble a little bit. And then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Now at the plate, Nolan Arenado. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Row, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
2 out, nobody on. Full count, 3-2. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. A payoff pitch one more time. Popped him up. Anderson moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. John Gray gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Settling in now, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. These Rockies guys have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Now a curveball misses inside.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
The average has been good. 306 to start the day. 5 homers and 23 driven in. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. To the left side, but it's well foul. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. One and two now.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Grounded to first. Murphy's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes. He pulls this one into right. Anderson is there, 1 away.
Batting 5th, the left fielder, David Dahl.
David Dahl to the plate now. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Dahl is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
In there at the letters, 1-2 now. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Into the box, Trevor Story, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here it comes.
No, that missed. That's the ball. 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Corey Dickerson, and he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball. 1-0.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Brian Anderson waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate now, Brian Anderson. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Gray, 28 years old. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Next to bat will be Yasiel Puig. These 2 have not faced each other at the major league level. Here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he misses 2-1.
2-1.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Miami down in order. Will move to the third with no score. Brendan Rodgers bats next. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now here it comes. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Hit well towards the hole. And there's the first hit of the game for Colorado.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
That'll bring up Tony Walters as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Rodgers aboard here at first with nobody out. 2-2 to the Colorado catcher. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Coming to the plate now, John Gray, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and striding into the plate next will be Raimel Tapia. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's the ball.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. Home run number 5 on the year as the Rockies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Wow, you don't see this very often. There aren't very many pitchers that are good hitters, and sometimes you take a pitcher for granted. You just want to lay one in there. Mistake, because this guy just took him deep.
Daniel Murphy steps in now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle.
Anderson brings it in.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 2-0 Colorado.
Welcome back as the Marlins look to get the offense going in the third. And this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Coming into this one, they find themselves last in the league in runs scored, and a big part of that has to do with their lack of home run production, a category where they also rank dead last. In talking to a member of the front office, he acknowledged how important home runs are to scoring runs in today's sport, and that they simply haven't done a good enough job of getting the power bats they need in place. He went on to say, it's probably the #1 problem we have to address going forward. Matt?
All right, thanks, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there, but don't kid yourself. That's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
2-1.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Marlins have made this a 2-1 game.
That was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Batting eight, the catcher.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Lifted into center field. Giving chase is Tapia, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So with 1 gone in the inning, time for a quick check of the standings in the National League West as you get a look at where the Rockies find themselves entering play here today. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Pablo Lopez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Right side, but it's well foul. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
2-2 the count. Now here it comes.
Full count.
Garrett Cooper would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 3-2 one more time. Catches the corner, got him looking. Marlins get 1 back thanks to the solo home run. We played 3 full, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Here's Nolan Arenado. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Nolan Arenado.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Back up the middle. Anderson scoops it up. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
Now batting.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And in to bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Pitch on the way. A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2. Count.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
High in the air down the right field line. Anderson is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Try to check it, and it's 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They lead it 2-1. Now batting, Garrett Cooper. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Garrett Cooper.
Here's the first pitch to him.
That missed, that's the ball. 1-0.
The 1-0 home.
That's one.
Liner towards second. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Digging in, Tim Anderson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here it comes. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Anderson brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Back up the middle. Story brings it in. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Corey Dickerson, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. A pretty painless half of the inning, all told. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Rockies 2 and the Marlins 1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Trevor Story. And now pitch on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Brendan Rodgers. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1. Rodgers, a 22-year-old. This is his second year as a major leaguer. The 1-0. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
At the plate, Tony Walters, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
Now the 3-0 offering finds the zone, strike 1. And oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. Payoff pitch home. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. He'll try it again, 3-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Anderson has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And that one just not deep enough, so they'll wisely hold him at third with one out in the inning now. Runners are at second and third here with only one away. And up next, the pitcher's spot, that'll be John Gray. He's set and the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit, and the run is in to score from third. It's now 3-1.
The batter, the center fielder, Tapia.
Into the box now, Tapia, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
So 2 are gone in the Rockies' half of the fifth. And up next, postseason record holder Daniel Murphy. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball. Looks like a ball to me.
The 1-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
The 2-0 on the way.
No, that's down.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
4 runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love it.
That's a foul ball.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Rockies 4 and the Marlins 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Brian Anderson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way.
That's the ball.
The 1-0. Lined hard toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
In now is Yasiel Puig, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0.
Here, what?
Into right field, that's a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Isan Diaz is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. One and two.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And he fouls this one off. Now a throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Here's another 1-2. Curveball just about brung him up, but it's to 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Throw over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Yanked on the ground down the line. There's one on to first, and they get them both.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Francisco Cervelli. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded to short. Story picks it up. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. 5 innings complete. The Rockies are out in front, 4-2. Jose Arena will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Nolan Arenado.
First pitch of the at-bat. This one's down to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
behind 0-2 now. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-2.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And that's the second out. Standing in, David Dahl. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
2-1 to David Dahl.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Jorge Alfaro is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Jorge Alfaro.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Down and away, ball 1. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Blackmon on the move, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Standing in now, Jonathan Villar, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. Lifted down the line in left.
Dahl's in pursuit.
It's in there, though, a base hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
In now, Garrett Cooper, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And this one gets away. And the throw's offline a bit as it gets by him at third. And he is safe at the plate as he wasn't able to recover in time. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. One out, nobody on. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Grounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch.
1-2.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, 1 error, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Rockies 4 and the Marlins 3. Brandon Kinsler is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 20, Brandon.
7th inning ready to roll, and stepping up as the shortstop, Trevor Story.
The shortstop, Trevor Story.
From the stretch. Low for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike. One
1-0 count. Here it is.
Here.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And it's 1-2.
1-2 to count.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
To the plate now, Brendan Rodgers. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
In there, 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Hot shot down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Into the box, Tony Walters, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. The 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Josh Fuentes will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
1-0.
Ready with the 1-0. Now a swing, and he popped him up. Straight up, as this is right around home plate. Cervelli is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for Colorado, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Jake McGee gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Jake McGee.
Ready now for the Marlins, Corey Dickerson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Here comes the first pitch. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Two balls and no strikes.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
The pitch. Hit hard on the ground at first. Gloved by Murphy. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now back.
So stepping in, Brian Anderson. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. He's high and outside for a ball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now here's the pitch. They get him off balance there as he reaches for that one but can't find it. It's 2-1. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Popped him up. Murphy over to his left. 2 gone.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Up next from Miami, Yasiel Puig. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A 1-1 count to Puig.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Arenado is there for it. And that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They still trail it here 4-3. Brad Boxberger has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 33, Brad Boxberger.
Ready to begin the 8th, and striding into the plate next will be Raimel Tapia. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Hit to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. That misses. 1-2. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
So now to the plate, Nolan Arenado. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Little chopper back to the mound. throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rockies 4 and the Marlins 3. James Pazos will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
James Pazos.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And set to go is the second baseman, Isan Diaz.
The second baseman, Isan Diaz.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Pazos is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Swing and a miss, 1-1. The Rockies leading by the slimmest of margins late in this one and trying to hang on and earn the series sweep.
One of the keys if you want to sweep a team is you're going to have to get some big outs in that 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. They're leading by a run as we're going towards the end of this game. Now it's time for the pitching staff to put this one under wraps.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Into the box now, Francisco Cervelli. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. And it certainly will be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
2-0 now. (3-0) now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
3-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Just a tick behind for a strike. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Miguel Rojas will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 2 home runs and 15 RBIs. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Marlins down quietly. Score holds at 4-3. Drew Steckenrider enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and into bat next will be the outfielder David Dahl. First pitch of the at-bat. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2 is a called 3rd strike down in the zone.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Trevor Story steps in now as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Digging in to try it again, Brendan Rodgers. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
First offering on its way. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Off speed pitch, just missed inside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. And he misses again. Ball 3. Tony Walters is on deck. Here's the 3-1. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Cooper is over and he tucks it away for the 2nd out. So a runner at second. 2 down now. And that brings up the catcher, Tony Walters. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Well, you could see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Fouled away. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hit softly down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Rockies strand one, but they hang on to a one-run lead, 4-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Scott Ober enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 45, Scott Ober. Now playing second.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1.
Fastball called for strike 2. And he'll just waste one there, 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now. Now the pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Now the pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now the 1-0. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. A ball and 2 strikes now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now, 3-2. Tim Anderson is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Into the box now, Tim Anderson. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Quick check on that tying run at first, and the runner back safely. Another look to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Once more, a throw over, and a dive, but he's back in. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Here's Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. Runners on first with one down. Line to the right side. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit down. Oh, and it's off the first base bag. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And that's going to plate the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Wade Davis is called upon to get the final 2 outs of the 9th and send this one into extra innings.
Number 71, Wade Davis.
Brian Anderson will be the first to greet him here as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. Here's the first pitch. Right there for strike 1. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Behind 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Swing and a fly ball, and that should be deep enough to end it. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate, and he is out at the plate, trying to end it once and for all, but we will play another inning as the side is retired. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are tied 4-4. Arodys Vizcaíno takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Jesus Aguilar is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 24.
Here's Chris Owings now.
Leading off with the bus, the second baseman.
Now here it comes.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the 9th, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Raimel Tapia, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
And he fouls this one off. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Stepping in now, Daniel Murphy.
And it's grounded just foul down the line.
Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The 0-1 offering.
That's the ball.
Two out, nobody on. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. 1-2, here it is. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. Still all square at 4 apiece. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Yasiel Puig. First offering on its way. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Davis, playing here in his age 34 season. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Line towards center field, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Love the approach right there to get on base with a leadoff knock to start the bottom of the 10th. They don't want this game to go any farther than this. They want to end it right now. Let's see how the manager plays this.
At the plate now, Isan Diaz tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. The winning run is at first base. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Standing in, Francisco Cervelli. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. Possible winning run on second. No one out. Now a swing and a fly ball. Blackmon on the move, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
1-2.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
2-2.
Possible winning run on second. No one out. Now this is lined into left center, and it's going to get down out there. Puig heads for the plate, and they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you could win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
A job, but she rockin' ball me. Yeah, I don't want a little bit, I want the whole thing. One of one, making Mary Jeans, oh yeah. Why's hating on me, oh yeah. Just let me know.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Arodys Vizcaíno claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.